Hey guys, Alex here, and remember that time I went to Tarpon Springs? I actually went there to pick up this Alexander the Great statue. Here it is. Now, when I went there, I wanted to interview a Greek American, but I didn't really have the time to find one. But, luckily I found this girl online. She happens to be from Tarpon Springs. She's a Greek American, and here she is. It's Athena.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh,
how's it going? Now is Athena? Are you named after the Greek goddess?
does my grandma count as a Greek goddess?
I suppose she does. I mean, don't.
My grandmother.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Traditionally, we name our kids like firstborn daughter goes to the mother of the child, and then the firstborn son goes to the father's father.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So yeah, I was my mom's first one, even though I'm a twin. So I was named after my yeah Athena.
That's cool. That's awesome to know.
Hmm.
Awesome. All right, so now you have a YouTube channel.
You do.
Yeah, where you do some vlogs and some dancing videos. How did you get started on making YouTube videos? Did you do it to show off your videos? I mean, show off your dancing or talk about growing up Greek American?
Actually, the first one I made just to have, post. I was like in, my first year of high school, and like I would just put stupid stuff that my friends would do on there just to retain the memories and stuff. I want to get more into performing. I want to make it in music. That's the thing. But I've danced my whole entire life, and the purpose of the other one is to share with my twin sister because we've danced together our whole lives, and hopefully we could benefit from it. Maybe we'll get lucky and somebody, special will find us, and then we could take off from there, kind of like a Justin Bieber story, or how a lot of people are getting discovered
Oh
on.
yeah.
Yeah, but the purpose of that video was actually, I didn't intend for it to get that huge. I made it for a friend of mine that I met on Twitter. Her name is Mariana, and she lives in Greece. And I notice a lot of the people that I meet from Twitter that are Greek and they live in Greece, they want to know what it's like to be, a Greek kid raised, with the same, background and morals and everything like that. You're Greek just like them. You just were not born there. You were born in the United States, and they seem to have this fascination with, American life. And so, she just kept asking me all these questions. But I said, "All right, Mariana, how's this? How about I just make you, specifically you, a video answering all of your questions, and if you want, just have your friends watch it, since this seems to be a topic of interest." And so that's what I did. But the reason why it, sparked interest of all these other people is here in Tarpon we had, sorry to correct you because the first time you said Tarpon,
Oh,
it's
sorry about that.
Tarpon. There was a reality show filmed, and it was called Growing Up Greek. And before the show had even begun, I named my video Growing Up Greek in America. So people, were actually infuriated with the show who are Greek, and they didn't approve of it. So they were crazy, angry, looking up this tag Growing Up Greek to find footage of the show because they were all very angry with it, and they thought that it displayed our culture and our people in a negative way. And so the show didn't do well, but my video did. So
Oh, that's awesome. So you can thank the show for that.
yeah, I kind of made people proud. But there were some people, believe it or not, and they're still commenting like a lot of negative things on it. But that's the internet. They don't
Yeah.
authentic because I wasn't born in Greece, and because I'm not fluent in the language, it makes me a fake Greek. I'm like, you know what? There's Greek people living all over this world. They all don't live in Greece. They were not all born in Greece. It doesn't take away from that's your ethnic background.
Oh, exactly. I agree with that.
Hmm.
I totally agree with that. Yeah, I come from an Asian background. I'm born in the United States, but I still identify with my
You're
heritage.
It's not going to take away from it.
Exactly.
I'm not Native
Um,
American, but I'm not truly American. I'm not Native American. So
that's true. Hey, me neither. That's awesome.
yeah.
Um, well, do you see yourself making any more Greek-oriented videos on YouTube?
I mean, that wasn't the purpose of my channel, but I mean, I'll do it. I don't know if it entertains people, if they want to know anything else. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't know if they want to learn about it. I have no issue in talking about it. I mean, it's my background. That's how I was raised. So,
Cool. That's awesome. All right, so let me ask you this next question here. Okay, okay. Tarpon Springs, I said it, Tarpon Springs, yeah,
yes.
is considered to have one of the highest percentage of Greek Americans living outside of Greece. What kind of Greek activities are there to do there? Would you say, if there's any?
Well, I'd say, we don't have it anymore, unfortunately, because it burned down. But Zorbas, they have all that stuff in Greece, like nightclubs and stuff. Bouzoukia, we call them, because they play the bouzouki. People like to dance to that kind of music. Unfortunately, it had burned down, but
Oh,
yeah, people like to do that. There's the restaurants and stuff. Um, we have night on the islands once a month, and that's where they bring you like the music, like the cultural music and stuff, the bouzoukia and stuff like that. And people like to come out and dance. It's not just Greek people that like to participate. A lot of people from all over Tampa Bay like to come and enjoy it, and they want to get in touch with their inner Greek, I guess. But yeah, it's fun. A lot of people get drunk and they're like, "Oh, right now, let's all line dance." It's fun.
that's awesome. Do you ever like hang out at the sponge docks? Or is that too touristy for you?
I'm here right now. Well,
Oh, sweet.
well, a lot of my friends, like, I don't love it because, like, I used to work down here, and it's small, it gets pretty boring. But if it's
Yeah.
going on, and like we don't want to drive too far, I mean, I guess like I'll go to see what's going on downtown. I won't stay too long, but I mean, if I have a friend that's coming from Tampa, or from another part of the country, or whatever they're coming to visit, I'm like, well, come see this. It's historical if you want. This is where I grew up. Come see it if you want. I take a lot of my friends who aren't from here over here just so they can see what it's about. But I mean, it's not my favorite hangout. I'd much rather be somewhere in like Tampa, or I mean, to me, it's boring now because, like, I don't know. I live here and I see it all the time, and I don't appreciate it, I guess. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't think it's a terrible place. I mean, it's cute, but it gets boring after a while.
Oh no, I totally get you.
Hmm.
Just like Disney World here is kind of boring now. It's like,
Get over it.
exactly. Okay, so you kind of touched on this, but how important is it for you to embrace your Greek heritage? Would you
Um,
say?
and it is important because I feel that a lot of people are afraid to be embrace who they are culturally. Um, a lot of people, like now you see a lot of African Americans that I've had friends that said, I was afraid to be black. I was younger, I was ashamed of my coarse hair, or, my appearance. I wanted to be whitewashed, or things like that. And even like my Latin American friends, they say, I wanted to be whitewashed, and I was afraid to be who I was because the white kids didn't understand, and going to school. But I mean, here it's encouraged because most of the population is Greek. I went to school with all Greek kids. I live in a Greek community. And even when I branch out to whatever I end up to be in life, I want people to know that this is part of me and who I am, and where I come from, and this is why I was raised the way I was, and I have a beautiful background and culture and history, and I don't think that it should die, just because I wasn't born and raised in Greece itself. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, and I don't know, I just think that I shouldn't be ashamed of who I am just because, I'm not like everybody else around me. So, and people seem to be interested in it, so I guess that's cool.
That's awesome. All right, here's another question. It's another basic one. Now, have you ever been to Greece? If not, what would you like to do if you ever visited Greece?
I guess not. No, I have not. And this is a big thing that I got hate for on that video.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. If I ever go, I'd like to go see Galimnos. That's where my mom's from. It's pretty much where every Greek person in Tarpon Springs is from. I actually want to go see Crete. I actually have a keychain of Crete that was given to me as a gift from my
Let's.
electrician. I think
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, it's Crete.
Can you open like a bottle with that?
Doesn't it look like a bottle opener? I
Yeah,
think
it does.
it's a
Like,
bottle opener. I asked him, I was like, is this a bottle opener? He goes, no, it's Crete. I was like, oh, okay.
well then.
Shaped like a bottle opener.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I definitely want to see Galimnos just because, like, that's where my mom's from. Where my
Hmm.
dad's from is pretty boring. Like, he's from Halki he claims Halki for the most part, but his father was Cretan. I have Cretan on my mom's side, and Crete just looks like a really cool country. I love their traditional dances. I think that them and the Pondians, I am so fascinated with um, their music and their style of dance. Like, I love it. I think it's the most fascinating thing. If you ever have never seen Pondian people dance or Cretans, you need to see it. Clearwater actually has a fantastic Cretan society, like a Cretan dance group, and these
Yeah.
boys are fantastic. I'm sure they have something posted on YouTube somewhere, but I will find something and send it to you because I love their traditional costumes. They're so good. They're fabulous.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, send me that link.
Mhm.
Oh, this is kind of random. I'm not sure if you heard of this, but there's a game I play called Rome Total War,
Mhm.
and from Crete there are these special archers.
Mhm.
Do you know anything about archery? Is that a big thing in Crete? I don't know.
I don't know. I was raised Kalemian, I guess, because my mom's Kalemian.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't.
Okay, that's cool.
Island. I'm like island life, stuff like that. Not I think they're more urban, I'd say, in Crete. Like they're completely different, I'd say.
Are they really?
Yeah, at least I think so. They're not even from the same like region of like islands. Like
Oh,
Galimos.
really? Gotcha.
Yeah, Galimos is in the Dodecanese, the Dodecanisa, the 12
Yeah.
islands. That's based. I think Crete's over there. I'm not too sure, so don't like shoot my head off anybody that's from Crete. I've never been to Greece, so sorry.
No, that's cool.
Mhm.
Okay, this should be the last basic question here. Okay, how often do you eat Greek food, and what are your favorites, and what are your least favorites?
Ripley's, believe it or not, I don't eat that much Greek food. I do and I don't. I think Greek food is overthought in America. Like a lot of my friends who are not, they're like, "Oh, so you like eat like Greek yogurt and like feta and stuff, and like I bet you have souvlaki every night at your house." And it's like that's whatever you see in the restaurants. That's typically fast food. Like we don't eat that stuff at home.
Oh, really?
No, not at all. My mom tried to make souvlaki at home, and it just wasn't as good. I'd rather have like the junk. Yeah.
That's awesome.
My sister actually works at a restaurant, which is right behind me. I'm waiting for her to get out of work, called Mr. Souvlaki. If you've never tried it, you should try it. It's very clean. It's very good food. But I'd say most Greek food I think is probably from there. I mean, Greek food typically is Mediterranean cuisine. Um, true Greek food is, fish. We cook with lots of olive oil and veggies, lots of tomatoes, basically whatever you could throw together. Like a Mediterranean style diet, I say, is true Greek food, not like gyros or things that you see in a restaurant, moussaka or pastiso. I mean, yeah, they're Greek, but it's like us, like on a daily basis. I eat American food. Like,
Okay.
I'm not against it. It's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we'll move along. Okay, I know you said you weren't Spartan earlier, but I'm gonna ask you anyways.
Okay.
Um,
My
all right.
cousin, their mom was Spartan.
Okay. All right. What is your opinion on the movie 300 and its sequel, 300: Rise of an Empire? These are, movies depicting ancient Greek battles.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can't speak much for the second 300, but the first one, I was a little tricked. I thought that, everybody was going to live at the end, but they didn't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. King Leonidas died, and I was a little upset because my dad's name is Leonida, so...
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Plot twist.
My dad doesn't go by Leonidas. He goes by Leon. It's funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, my dad's Leon. He's not Leonidas to his friends.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I would call him King Leonidas just for that badass factor.
Absolutely not. He doesn't need his ego inflated.
Okay.
It's actually funny. I'm so stereotypical Greek. I have an uncle, my mom's little brother. His name's Pericles.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's another famous Greek.
Yeah, I'm that Greek person, I guess.
That is cool. Okay. All right. Here's another historical one. What is your opinion on probably the most famous Greek commander of all time, Alexander the Great? Any opinions on him?
I can't speak much about him. I don't know that much about him. I do know, I don't know. I heard from a friend that researched him a lot that he was actually gay, and I didn't know that. I don't know how true that is, but I don't know. You wouldn't hear most people talk about something like that. It's like, oh, I don't know he's gay. Kind of like people think George Washington was gay.
Oh yeah. Well, I have done research on him. Basically, there's like 5 historians. 4 of them said he liked girls, and then the 5th historian, who was a Roman, he said that Alexander might have liked guys in addition to girls. That's just a little.
That's called being a bisexual, not being a homosexual.
Exactly. Exactly. I think it was a different time back then.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. That's cool. Have you seen the movie Alexander?
No, I have not.
Oh, you should check it out. It's pretty good.
I should.
Pretty darn good. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let's see here. Wait, I got some more questions here. Okay. I'm gonna name some some current Greek role models, and tell me what you think if you have any opinions on them. Okay. Pete Sampras, tennis player. Nia Vardalos, I think she's Canadian Greek.
Mhm.
Yanni, famous musician, and Vangelis, a famous Greek soundtrack composer.
Ugh.
Any opinions on these guys?
I've met Nia Vardalos. She's come here to Tarpon. I think
Oh, jealous.
she's like the cutest thing. I had a little bit before I met her. I had like a kind of a negative opinion about her, like to in a way that because I'm kind of a jerk sometimes. But
Uh
I thought she was kind of cheesy in the way she introduced Greek culture with that movie. Because I'm gonna be honest, that movie is not my favorite. I think that it makes
oh.
yeah. I thought for the longest time it made us all look really like silly and that it overdid it, made us
Okay.
too stereotypical, and it's like nobody sprays home cleaner on their blemishes. No one does that. And then it was so funny because like growing up in school when that movie came out, I was in elementary school, and people would ask me that, like genuinely ask me that as a question. They're like, do you really spray Windex on your pimples? I said, no, I use acid because it's more effective. Why are you asking me that? I was a little kid and I was absolutely annoyed, but she actually came here and I gained a massive respect for her. She's a big advocate for adoption, which I don't think is very common. Unless people don't pay attention to it much, unless you're somebody like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. But
True.
she's a huge advocate for adoption. She adopted a young, I believe, little Oriental girl, and
Hmm.
she wrote a book about it. I believe it was called. I can't remember the name, but I will link you to it. She did a book signing, and that was her purpose of her trip. She was smart by targeting all the dense populated Greek towns in
Yeah.
the United States because that's what her demographic is Greek people. So, and she came and spoke for her book signing, and we had like a big dinner party, and she met all of her guests and stuff. We talked a little bit, and my sister actually had to be that guy, and she raised her hand and asked her a question and said, "Will you please come to my wedding?" She goes, "Oh, you're getting married?" She said, "Oh no, not now." Yeah, come to your wedding.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I have a picture with her. She's cool. She's nice. The tennis player, I've actually never heard of him. I'm more into soccer, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm a soccer kind of girl.
Gotcha. Remember a few years back, what 2000 something, the
2004,
Greek.
we won the Euro.
Exactly.
Just a friendly little reminder to Cristiano Ronaldo. Keep those tears flowing down your face, honey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I actually won like $5 on that game.
Oh gosh, downtown here there was a big honk fest when that occurred. It was so much fun. I was like about 10 years old when that happened, but I was living for it. I was like, yes,
Woo!
yeah.
That's awesome. Well, when you can look at videos of Pete Sampras, he used to be like the most dominant tennis player, like the '90s, I think. He was awesome.
I
Yeah.
never heard of him. I'll look him up. I'm not into tennis, so that's probably why I don't know his name.
Okay. Yeah. He's pretty awesome. Have you heard of Vangelis?
No, just
He did this. He did soundtrack for Blade Runner and also Alexander and a bunch of other movies.
oh wait.
1492.
Okay, but Yanni I do know, and Yanni is just 1 minute. Yanni is okay. There's a little inside joke. Well, not really inside.
Oh, Yanni. Okay.
There's I had interned at a local radio station, and the girl that I interned for, she had a club gig, and we were there for the club gig, and we were just talking about Yanni. It was me. She's a friend of mine. Her name's Katie, and my friend Sean, who works promotions, and he's like the technical guy that sets up whenever they have those things going on. Anyways, we were talking about Yanni, and all of a sudden they just kept saying Yanni, and then my sister was like, "Who's Yanni?" And it's so Yanni, the piccolist. So that's like I got the piccolist. I don't know why that's funny, but it's like he's piccolo, he's the piccolist.
That's great.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but now I'm thinking of that Yanni, the piccolist. We kept talking about him that night. I don't know why he was a topic of interest either. That's probably why it was funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a few more questions if you have time for it.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Do you have any opinions? Okay. The Odyssey or the Iliad? Which do you think is the better story?
Never read it. I'm sorry.
Never? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Odyssey is like an adventure story, whereas Iliad's the story of Troy. I think Brad Pitt made a
I know
movie
very
about.
too little about Troy. I would have, my mom like looks into that stuff. Like my mom would like to read a lot. My mom used to live in Galinos for 8.5 years, and
Uh-huh.
she lived in a very like strict home. She worked at her parents' hotel, and that was it. She came home and she read books. That's how she educated herself.
That's awesome.
So strict to the point where she couldn't even go to school. So they're like, stay home and be a housewife. That's what you're gonna learn how to do. So she's like, oh well, I want to go to school. Well, you can't go to school. Well, I'm just gonna stay home and I'm gonna read books.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's how she educated herself. She actually knows a lot about that stuff, my mom.
Nice. That's awesome.
Hmm.
All right, now, okay, I know you don't like the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna ask you some questions about it, if that's cool.
sure.
All right. Okay, so there's some stereotypes in that movie,
Yes.
and I'm gonna ask you if you think they're true or not.
Okay.
Okay, so are you Greek Orthodox?
Yes, very. That's very important.
Okay, and do your parents only want you to marry a Greek man?
My mom, she used to be like that. I mean, I think she still kind of is. She's more um in favor of me marrying a Greek boy, and it's the only reason why Greek people are like that is because of religion. They don't want the religion to change, like you getting manipulated by someone else in their culture, because that the religion is a part of the culture.
Hmm.
They just want the religion to be the same, and it's easier if you marry a Greek person because typically they are Greek Orthodox. But I told my mom I don't care what they are. I'm not gonna look for just a Greek boy.
Yeah.
It's whoever wants to love and care about me. I don't care what they are. But she's calmed down a little bit. She's like, all right, just as long as they're baptized, just like
Calm down now.
baptized, I don't care. So the part where Ian gets baptized, that really does happen. Actually, this Sunday we just did a confirmation. I believe it's called, for my aunt's fiance. He is Italian, raised Roman Catholic, and now he's
Yeah.
Greek Orthodox, so they can get married in the.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that is true for the most part.
That is awesome.
Yeah, he's Ian now.
Ian,
Yeah,
welcome to the family.
yeah, right.
That's awesome.
Ian, we're gonna kill ya.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, you talked about this earlier. Okay, now does Windex fix everything for you?
It cleans my windows.
Okay. Do you watch Jason and the Argonauts before bed?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. And did you attend a Greek language school?
That's why I don't know Greek. I didn't have the opportunity to, because by the time I was relieved from elementary school, Greek school was ending. We have Greek school here at my church, but I just never had the opportunity to go. I tried to take Greek class in high school, but I mean, we never really learned anything, and the teacher was Turkish. He wasn't Greek. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I don't know what he was doing teaching a Greek class, but
That's funny.
he knew the language, I guess, but he didn't teach much of it to us.
Gotcha. And okay, do your parents own a Greek restaurant? And do you see yourself opening up a Greek restaurant?
They do not. My dad's a bridge painter. Bridge painting's a big business here in Tarpon Springs. A lot of the men do it. My dad, you say owning a restaurant in front of my dad, he like starts panicking. My mom.
Oh, does it?
No. Yeah, the closest to something like that is my mom used to help run her parents' hotel, but they never owned a restaurant, and they don't wish to ever.
Okay. Any other Greek stereotypes that should be made aware of that weren't covered in the movie or TV shows?
I mean, the thing about the religion I think is true. I mean, marrying a Greek person for the most part, especially if they're old school, they want us to marry, Greek. But we're modernized now. We live in the States, and I think my mom knows that I'm not going to marry a Greek. I mean, I don't really care if they're Greek or not. I'm not like, oh, well, he has to be Greek or I don't want him, There's beauty everywhere in the world. I don't think that it's just in Greece, or I don't know. I don't really care. I don't know if there's any other stereotypes that are.
I got one.
It was my sister, by the
way. Oh, she's going. Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
This is my sister, Droussoulla.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Alex.
Hello, Alex. Okay, I don't know if you guys covered this already, but I hear you talking about Greek stereotypes. I've gotten a few times. Some people think that we're still,
believe in the Greek gods, like polytheistic.
Polytheistic, yeah. I've gotten a few times. They're like, when people when they try to guess what I am, and I tell them, they're like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then they're like, so are you like polytheistic? Like, do you believe in the gods? And then sarcastically, I'm like, yeah, Zeus is my great grandfather. Socrates is my 38th cousin. holla at them. Yeah, it's just like things like that. And they think that, oh, another Greek stereotype is people will ask, do you guys like really have like Greek statues in your house, like the pillars and
Oh, I got this one right here.
Oh, like the architecture. I mean,
Sorry.
like if you're one of those guys, I mean,
we had a pillar in our house.
so, I don't know if you're into that stuff, like the architecture. I mean, I
We do.
guess.
Yaya's got some stuff in her house.
Yeah, my grandma's got like some stuff because she's just super proud, I guess. Another stereotype is that I've noticed is that we're all dark-haired and dark-eyed, and that's false. That doesn't that's the authentic Greek look. It's not, and this is what was taught to me from my grandmother, is that the reason why we have dark features now is because when the Ottoman Empire invaded Greece and they tried to take over,
Okay.
there was the Turkish Empire. They had raped a lot of the women, and of course it wasn't all rape, but I mean, they intertwined, some Greeks, ended up with some Turkish people, and they had their families if they were not raped during that time because they had invaded.
Yeah.
They gave us the dark features and we gave them the light features. Authentic true Greek people are blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
That's cool. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's what a true Greek person looks like. My island where my mom is from is like right by Turkey.
Yeah.
I think it's called Bodrum. That's the closest place. I don't know. It's like really close to Turkey, so I wouldn't doubt if I have like, back generations of Turkish blood.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of hate for that too, because then I said I was part Turkish, and I'm like, well, I mean, it's pretty much erased now. I mean, I'm Greek. I don't claim being Turkish at all. I'm proud to be Greek, not Turkish. So I don't.
Gotcha.
People get over analytical and upset.
It's
the internet.
It's like maybe like the smallest percent to where it really doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean.
That's like me saying, oh, yeah, I'm 1% English because my 50th cousin is like, it doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't really count.
True.
I'm raised Turkish, so it doesn't matter.
All right, so I'm going to send you the movie lines. Let me see if this works. I'm going to try to send it to you really quick. Let's do the 300 one first. All right. I'm going to try and copy and paste it to you.
Okay.
Hey, Droussoulla, let me know if that pops up.
It did. I just got it.
Awesome.
Do you want
to
read it to ourselves?
Yeah, that would work. One of you can be the messenger, and the other one's going to be King Leonidas.
I want to be Leonidas.
Of course you want to.
Yes, I commit to be Leon. Oh, my dad's name is Leonidas, by the way.
Yeah, we've covered this.
Oh, yeah, she told me. That's awesome.
We just call him Leon.
Wasn't the messenger in that movie? I haven't seen it in so long.
He's a Persian.
Yeah, let's say he was the Persian man, and he kicks them down the well.
Exactly. That's the scene.
Exactly.
Is this that part?
Yeah.
Oh my god, iconic. Okay.
Go.
Choose your next words carefully, Leonidas. They may be your last as king.
Thinking to myself, earth and water?
Wait, what's that?
And points his sword as the messenger's throat.
Oh, cool. Madman! You're a madman!
Earth and water, you'll find plenty of both down there.
No man, Persian or Greek, no man that threatens a messenger.
You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same.
This is blasphemy! This is madness!
Madness. This is Sparta!
I love that part! Oh my god!
That was awesome.
Somebody actually remixed that part, and made a techno remix. I'm like, okay, too far.
I'll do a dubstep of that.
Are you just doing promo for the movie, or are you just interested in Greek people?
I'm just interested in Greek people because on my other channel, people know I'm a huge fan of Alexander the Great. That's the whole theme of my gaming channel.
Oh, that's
my
cousin.
Yeah,
that's your cousin.
He's my cousin.
Hey.
That's funny. We were just learning about Greek people last week in my humanities class, and
I got a B on that exam.
Good job.
Honestly, I'd hate to say it, but if I wasn't Greek, I probably wouldn't. Cause my mom used to teach us that stuff when we were little. Cause she used to read, and she used to just repeat what she used to read.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So.
Are you guys excited about the next My Big Fat Greek Wedding movie, part 2?
In a way, because I guess I'm kind of proud that, somebody Greek made it in Hollywood. I mean, she may not be everybody's favorite person in the world. She may not be as big as, somebody like I said, Angelina Jolie, or, that everyone like freaks, or Jennifer Lawrence. But I mean, she did pretty well for the Greek community. And, if God willing that we make it into, that kind of industry, I don't know, kind of open the doors for us a little bit in a way.
Yeah.
Like Maria Menounos, like she did pretty well for our community.
Oh yeah,
John
yeah.
Stammis, who apparently is my cousin somewhere down the line. I'm not even like trying to be sarcastic. We truly believe he is our cousin because my grandmother is a Stammis, and if you see her brothers, they
And her
and
herself.
her, like their Stammis side of the family, John looks just exactly, especially her brother Louis, looks just like
Yeah.
him.
That's epic. Send me some pictures
I
later.
passed away. We actually we not celebrated, but we commemorated him because on the, I think, 7th or 8th year of his passing, which was the 28th, which is the day after my mom's birthday. She was very close to him. But yeah, he was actually a very beautiful man inside out.
Oh,
My grandmother and her whole side of the family, especially her Stammer side, is just beautiful people.
gotcha. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's him.
What about you, Droussoulla? Are you excited about the movie?
I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna open on Greek Independence Day. Of course, we're excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, the last movie was funny. There were some stereotypes that I thought were so stupid. Like it got old to me. I don't think it was just as it was funny, but there were some things that people made out to be hilarious, and it wasn't to me. I'm like, we don't even do that. It threw me off some of the things that she put in there.
Like the Windex
Yeah,
thing?
we don't do that. But I honestly, I met her actually 3 years ago.
Yeah, I was telling him.
And she's funny. She really is a cool person.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's really nice. And I like her because I relate to her because all my life, my sister and I, we wanted to do performing arts. We, not to be sound corny, but I'm telling you, this was my mindset as a child. As a child, I only pictured myself on a stage. I wanted to be like Beyonce. I wanted to be till this day, I want to be a pop star. That's
Oh, cool.
what I do. And it took a lot of courage out of her and I to finally say that we wanted to sing as well, because we've danced our whole lives.
Yeah.
And especially in cultures like Greek, it's I know it sounds weird because we created theater and we're known for performing arts, but now how it's so modernized, they kind of look at you, even your parents, oh really, you want to do that, it's almost they make your family makes fun of you, and they'll say things oh kyoplasty, oh you not you're nauseating, it makes more sense in Greek. I don't know why, but
No, I gotcha.
so, as a little kid, I was deathly afraid. Both her and I were. And then finally, I was 14 years old. And the person that actually, I know this is kind of off topic, but the person that gave me courage to just finally, just say, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to tell my parents, and I don't care what they think, was Michael Jackson when he died. And my mom. But on the subject of her, I relate to her because she wanted to do theater. She wanted to be an actress. She wanted to make it as an actress. And I respect her for that because she wasn't afraid to be, kooky and haha.
She stood up to her
Yeah.
Greek parents who were, you're going to be a doctor or lawyer or pharmacist. That's nothing realistic that makes money. You're going to do that silly stuff. And especially if you're really old school, your grandparents are like, oh my God, the devil has possessed you. It's such a demonic business. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Oh, hello? Hold on, the thing froze. Hold on, the thing is freezing. 1 second. Can you hear me? Oh, hey.
Sorry.
Our mom just called.
My mom just called and
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
no, she's interrupting and being rude. I can't see you at all.
You can't see me?
No.
Hold on.
Okay. There we
Okay,
go.
sorry about that.
But I was saying, I from one Greek person to another, I respect her a lot. And when I was talking to her, I'm really goofy and wild, so I was able to be myself around her. She was like, "Oh yeah, girl!" She was the same. She was kind of the same person as I was. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was easy to get along with her. If I act like that in front of a Greek person, they're like, oh, okay. Especially from Greece, they're like,
Who
oh, God,
dat?
she's weird. They think, oh God, she's weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
That's
a
awesome.
big culture shock. I think that's why my mom always teases us. She's like, you guys are gonna go there, and they're gonna be like, oh God, they're so American. They're so like weird, and like they listen to hip hop music, and like, oh my God.
Oh
They
man.
actually not they love it like in Athens and stuff, but like she lives on an island, and like they try to be like cool and modernized like that, but some of the old school people, they're like, oh, you heathen. Like, yeah, they're not a fan of like
Gotcha.
American people, or I don't know.
Greek people are nationalists.
Yeah, they
A lot
can
of them
be,
are.
some of them.
That's no problem. Like everyone's kind of nationalist in their own sense, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's probably where they come from, I guess.
I am to an extent. I'm not to the point where I think that my ethnicity is the center of the universe. Unlike some people that are Greek, like
Some of them do.
Like, some
you
do
guys
think
gotta
like
cool
that.
it, man. You're not God's gift to this world. You know, there's other people in this world.
Yeah, everyone calm down, guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap this interview up. Any closing thoughts? First, I want to thank you guys for helping me out. But yeah, any closing thoughts for the
Of course.
viewers?
Sure. Thank you for reaching out to me. I thought that was very flattering. I didn't know that people actually really looked into this stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, this guy does.
No, that's very cool. I feel more appreciative of who I am. I guess. Whether a little bit from that video, and just people in general, like you were asking about how important it was that I maintain my culture, my background. It's something that it's whether I'm gonna get married one day, and whether my husband is Greek, my husband may not be Greek, and my last name's gonna delude.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think that should take away of my identity as, the Greek American girl that I grew up, and, my kids are going to be, if that happens, I don't marry a Greek person, they're going to have, mommy's part Greek, and they're going to be proud, no matter, what their dad is. I'm not saying, hate what your dad is, but, they're going to have their father's last name. I want them, to have their mother's, upbringing and background, and be proud of at least like their Greek side, whether their next side, their father's side is going to be like Spanish, or some Norwegian, Brazilian, Colombian, something, whatever it may be, but they'll always have that and take that and carry that throughout generations, and be proud of who they are and their history and their culture. And my kids will be in Greek dance just like I did, and be baptized Greek Orthodox, and they're gonna love Jesus and what other, not the Greek gods, because we're not polytheistic. We don't believe in that stuff.
Oh, sorry, Zeus.
Sorry. Might just name my kid Leon, just because, even if it's a girl, just because the name's cool.
It is pretty cool.
Him right now, because literally we had a customer call and his name was Socrates.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah. His name was Socrates. I said, oh my god, that is so cool.
Bye!
His name is Socrates. Bye.
Can't believe. Oh my god, that's
Aristotle?
Yeah.
Gonna name my kids obnoxious names like that, so they can just dominate whenever they walk into a room.
Exactly.
Maybe a girl too. What's your name, little girl? Socrates.
That's awesome.
Mine's Aristotle.
Yeah, he's a cute little girl.
Shoot.
Do I have anything to close with?
You interrupted my interview, so you.
I guess. I mean, I just kind of crashed your interview, but I mean, she's my ride home, so I have no.
What's up?
I don't know. Based on the movie,
Or just closing thoughts in general.
just about. Oh, but what about being Greek?
Just I guess.
Just whatever you want to say.
I don't know. Just
While she thinks about it, if anybody cares to, you can check us out on our YouTubes. If you want to put the links below.
Oh yeah, I'll put them right here, down there.
Yeah, if you want. Sorry to get that promo, but let me get that promo real quick.
No, I got it.
Yeah, preferably me and my sisters, because that's going to be more active. That other one, if anybody else wants to see anything else, whether it be talking about my background, or growing up Greek in America, whatever you want, I'll talk about it. I don't really care. Just as like you guys don't wish cancer on my family like last time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was a couple people that were wishing cancer on me and my family. I was like, oh, cool.
Man, them internets.
I'll learn Greek. I'm sorry.
That's
I
awesome.
understand, can read and write a little bit. I'm not that oblivious, but I appreciate you reaching out to me and
Oh heck yeah, it's fun.
having me yak my mouth.
I would just say that, I don't know, if you're gonna close on something, I just want to say that I'm really flattered, because I've never, like, I don't know, I always fangirl over other people's, like, ethnicities. Like, I love English people, and, like, I don't know, people...
Desi people, like Indian
Like,
people.
I don't know, because I've never been, praised for being Greek before, and I don't say this in an egotistic way at all, but, like, for being, like, because we really did create so much, for the world with...
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah.
Everything. So for someone to actually kind of give me a thank you is very flattering, of being just like fascinated of my ethnicity. So I mean, that's about it, and I hope you guys like the new movie. We're not that crazy, I promise.
Don't marry a Greek girl, guys. Don't do it, because she's gonna make you change your religion and
Oh, man.
invite all the family over, you know, when you guys first start dating, and your mom's gonna peel like an extra 6 pounds of potatoes, you know.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just yakking my mouth at this point.
That is awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for talking.
Oh, yeah.
Droussoulla, thank you for jumping in. It's awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and close this. But yeah, if you guys ever want to like send pictures of those, like John Stamos or whoever, yeah, let me know. You got my tweet and all that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good idea.
It was nice talking to you and your followers, subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thank you guys. Drive safely.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Yeah.